Hey everyone, and welcome back to part 2 of what I think is going to be our Lost Island playthrough. The Legend of Lost Islands tells of new lands to explore each dead of night. I guess welcome to part 2 of this Lost Islands playthrough. We'll see what's going to go on. First part, we just sort of built up a little bit, got ourselves a little bit established and spent a lot of time clearing trees. Because, well, there were a lot of them. Now we're looking to get a farmer on the go, and then we'll start working towards some sort of armies and destroying portals. That may take us a little while though. So one thing we did see far out on the right hand side was a bakery hermit by the looks of things. So there's potential there to be able to solve any recruitment issues. It's a little late for us to be doing any upgrading and whatnot, so we are just going to chill out for a little bit. Give some coins to our banker so that we can keep hold of them. Don't want to be wasting many precious coins. Okay, and this should be back to normal greed attacks, as we did have a blood moon shortly before we finished last time. I was half expecting there to be a new island once we logged in today and for it to all be a different sort of biome, but we'll see, maybe after this night it will shift. Yeah, lots of coins. Waiting around for... There they are, the greed. Okay. That is that done. Now, it's still not quite... Well, there we go. As if by magic. I was going to say it's not quite time to upgrade our town centre, but then it became available. So now we can do some pretty big upgrades. We can even build bombs. Right, it's not really a day to do any upgrading because, or expanding rather, because we've got the builders quite busy. So we won't bother with the farm or anything just yet, but in the next few days we are going to want to expand our walls out, probably to around here. And then we'll have this tower built here for extra defense. But for now, we'll stroll into the wilderness, see if we can get ourselves a few gems and maybe that bakery hermit. Still not quite sure what the big mechanic will be for this. I guess that's the point. We're going to find out at some point. Don't really want to spend any more coins than that in case we find ourselves stranded. I know we do need 4 gems to get the bakery hermit, but doesn't look as though we've got quite enough coins to manage that all today. I suppose we did go as far, yeah, we're not going to bother going any further today. We did go as far as the living portal on this side, which now living portal is the right name because it's not dockside. And yeah, we probably would struggle to get past that. We could run past, but it would probably spawn a few greed and knock a lot of coins away from us. So for now, we'll just claim this extra gem and then get ourselves back to safety. That's less than reassuring. I suppose the sun is pretty low, so makes sense. I don't believe we paid the merchant. Oh well, they can take our money now. It's still good. We're looking like we're in a pretty secure position for the time being, which is nice. Do need to do some more recruiting and get more archers though. As you can see, there's not too many about. Tough to decide what we want to do on the next day. Probably worth going out to the left hand side just to go and recruit some more people, to be honest. We do need to get some armies and archers. Am I crazy? Was that just one side that they came from? Maybe the left hand side just dealt with it a lot quicker. Might as well get this lovely horse. Not going to be much different, but I think it has more stamina, which will be useful for these big jungles. I don't really think it's worth the risk of going further. I think we're just going to get back to base and maybe recruit our first knight. Or squire at least. I think before that we probably do just need a lot more archers. Should have left some more coins at the other camp. But oh well. So I'm not really sure how much is randomly generated on this. They did say it's a randomly generated challenge or island. So I don't know if that's different for every single person or if it's different just for every generation, like every 24 hours by the looks of things. But yeah, who knows? We'll find out. You probably already know if you've watched this and anyone else's content from it. I don't need any of those coins, thank you very much. So tomorrow we'll probably try and do some expansion on the right hand side here so we can get a few more things built, maybe get some catapults and ninjas. It's been a long time since I've played a regular biome, either this one or the European one, so I haven't had the ability to build any catapults. It's going to be quite the novelty. At least it looks as though our defences are, for the time being, a good bit ahead of the regular greed attacks. That will probably change a little with this expansion. Or we might as well expand out as far as possible, really. That should keep our builders busy for a little bit, but we will want to keep an eye on this wall and get it upgraded as much as possible today. I was hoping there'd be a couple more builders to come along. I guess they're on their way, otherwise these guys wouldn't be chopping things down. Oh, I don't need all those coins. Should be able to get in at least one more wall upgrade. After this one's finished, I mean. Then we can go and see what we've been given. Wow, we do have some ninjas. Interesting. We've got catapult as well. And farmers, so pretty much everything we need. We'll get a couple of farmers recruited. And tomorrow we'll aim to get the catapult built and do a bit more recruiting as well, and upgrading that wall and that tower. So far we haven't really had to worry about money at all. Seem to be getting a lot of it now that we've sort of cleared the area. Oh, we've forgotten about our good friend here. Don't think we've got a tremendous amount of defense, but fortunately there are actually quite a few more archers to come. And we also have the catapult working, which is nice. Good to see. Okay, so I only said what we were going to do a little bit ago. Yeah, build catapult, upgrade wall, probably go recruit some more. Should probably have a little graze first. That's all we can really do with the money we've got today. We'll go back and have a little check on all of our people. Maybe start thinking about where we're going to expand on the left-hand side. That's probably the side we'll do our destroying of portals first, just because it's a lot closer. Quite good that we've got the catapult now closer to the external wall, and ninjas further away means that we can build fire barrels a little bit closer if we need to. It's a nice amount of coins. I'm not going to risk going recruiting again today, because I imagine greed will start spawning before I get back, and it's on the other side of the nearest portal, so that is a no-go. It seems like it's quite a big island, so I wouldn't be surprised if we find ourselves having to run around an awful lot. The portals you can create from destroying greed portals will probably be very handy, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. That's at least a good amount of those trees destroyed. Still no sign of greed just yet, but now people are starting to run back inside. And there's the word from the dog. We definitely have far too much money right now. Might as well recruit a couple more regular people, archers even. Should have really got some ninja or something. I'm assuming the right hand side is going to be perfectly fine as it is. Still no masked greedlings at least, so that's one positive. We'll set these trees up to be destroyed, go do some recruiting, and find ourselves back here in a little bit. I'm hoping that there's some more statues and stuff on the other side of the living portals on each side, so probably randomly generated again, but that's why it's probably going to be good to focus on just destroying portals on one side rather than alternating between left and right. Horse was almost finally out of stamina. It's just a very long distance between each portal, which is going to make things a little bit more dubious. Granted, the night waves have been relatively easy to deal with. I think we can potentially risk running past a living portal. Give it a little go. Oh, no, you can't. Okay, that's just plain and simple. So you do have to destroy them in order to get any further on the island. Good to know. And at least we didn't lose the dog or any of our dignity when doing that. Have another little graze and then get back past that portal. Sort of the only danger we have to be worried about, because it will be spawning things relatively soon. Happy to sacrifice a few coins just to potentially save the dog. It's awfully handy to have a dog when it's coming up to a blood moon. I think it's tough. Want to expand a bit further than that really allows me. Okay. Tough decision. We're not really in desperate need of coins, but it would be good to have some more. We've got 4 people. Don't really need... Where's this guy hanging around here and why can't I pay him? Yeah, and don't really need any ninjas. Might be best to start building up armies on the left. I think we probably want to be a little bit quicker about these things now, so we'll start chopping on the left and... Oh, managed to avoid getting hit, that's nice. Okay, we'll clear this a bit more. I don't know if we're really going to have any luck with having a wall there. I'm not sure if there's one just hidden underneath here. It looks like there might be. So we'll... Oh, there's a blood moon. Definitely not going to be expanding today. Might as well get some coins deposited. And I probably could go out and try and get the bakery hermit, but I think we'll save that for when it's not a blood moon day. There we go, we can pay him now. It's probably because it was night time. It would be nice to have had a catapult on the right hand side here, but oh well, can't really do anything about that. And I've sent all the builders away, so can't really upgrade this wall or that tower too much. We'll give it a shot though. There is a builder there who could be making themselves useful. And we might as well get yet another builder, because we are going to have a catapult on the left at some point soon, which is going to take up 1 or 2 of the builders. A bit late in the day to be sending people out there to do chopping. As you can see, the sky is turning red. Forgot to give our squires or Ronin a little bit of coin. That sounds like that's right hand side. I swear the dog's alerts didn't used to be quite as obvious. I thought he just started barking in a direction, but whining 3 times whilst facing to the right, that's a pretty clear message. Who knows what's going to face us on this one, so worth having at least, well, we can stretch to 3 fire barrels. Should be enough to hit one on the initial wave and then still have enough to hit any breeders that might come with them. If there's any floaters, we won't really have much choice but to hope more than anything. Okay, just greedlings and masked greedlings so far. And that appears to be it. We'll go and do a little scout just afterwards to make sure that there's no breeder on the way. Okay, we look pretty clear. Get this tower upgraded. Really should go and sort out that bakery hermit, but right now I'm just prioritizing expanding on the left hand side. Recruitment isn't too much of an issue just yet. We do have quite a few archers, not in desperate need of any more. Still just gotta hope that there is a wall on this bit here, because I think any further to the left and beyond the statue here might be a little close to the portal, which I don't think. Yep, that's very close. So if we've got a wall here, that should be fine. It's still pretty close, to be fair. Probably best to just do an expansion to the wall just over here. Suppose I could have just waited and sent out soldiers from there, but I sort of want to get a catapult, being impatient. If the counter-attack comes from the left-hand side after destroying the first portal, then at least it was a semi-sensible decision. Yeah, typical. That is a wall. But I would rather have a tower outside the wall. Definitely would rather have better walls than this though. I need to get that sorted. At least I've got plenty of coins to potentially throw at some greed if we're a little uncertain. I'll risk it. I'll go for this upgrade. People aren't quite running back into the defences yet, so shows we've at least got a little bit of time. And that's assuming there is a night wave attack. It could be that this time after the blood moon there isn't one. And there's our walls created, and a catapult. That's pretty much all we wanted. Well, there's no word from the dog, so we're going to be a little bit reckless, do some upgrading. Once that wall's fully upgraded, I think we'll just send out our squires to go destroy that first portal, or Ronin rather than squires. Okay, we have hit the magical 30-minute mark for this part, so we're going to leave it there and continue our expansion next time and start destroying some portals. So if you're looking for more tips and guides, then check out some of my other videos. But until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.